Hey, how's it going, everybody? Charlie Wilson here, aka Sinister Charlie. Welcome back. Hi, it's good to see you. Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, we got some stuff for you. I'm trying to figure out what that is as we speak. 13 o'clock news. Escaped convict. I think we're gonna do all of these. Irish Lover is the name, I think, the screen name. That he requested this. I'll go ahead and subscribe and I'll like. But yeah, he also gave me $10, so that was cool. So I appreciate that. You don't have to, but I do appreciate it. That does mean a lot. But yeah, we're gonna watch these. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna find out together. Okay, go. Okay, go. Are you gonna? Is it going to play?
Here's a convict as escaped.
No, wait. No.
Thank you for joining us at 13 o'clock news. I'm your new anchor, Dan Peterson. This just in, it appears a convict has escaped from downtown McMaterbury Prison. We have Tom O'Donnell on the scene. Tom, what do you have for us?
Well, Dan, it appears a man broke out of jail. What the f*** does it look like?
Now, Tom. I know you're bitter about your demotion to field correspondent, but people still need to hear the news.
Okay, Dan, well, here's the news. There's a homicidal psychopath on the loose, and I'm freezing my dick off out here.
Well, Tom, I guess you should have thought about that before you decided to play hide the banana with our boss's wife.
Well, what can I say, Dan? Usually I play hide the banana with your wife, but she wasn't available on the count of she was too busy divorcing the f*** out of you.
What was that, Tom? I didn't hear you. I was too busy not freezing my ass off outside of a county prison.
Well, at least you're cozy, Dan, considering you've had more failed marriages than an episode of Jerry Springer.
Well, I'm nice and comfy, Tom, now that I've cleared out all these bottles of brandy you left behind your desk.
Oh, well, I left those for you, Dan. Just like all those stains that me and your ex-wife left on your bed sheets.
I'll pass on the booze, Tom. Unlike you, I don't collect DWIs like they're fucking Pokemon cards.
Hang on, Dan, it appears I'm getting an update. This just in, Dan Peterson sits on the toilet and pees like a girl.
Oh, so we're doing this shit again, are we? Okay, breaking news, everyone. Tom O'Donnell blew his kid's college fund money on a stripper named Tanya the Tank.
This just in, Dan. Your first ex-wife was Tanya the Tank.
Boop. Breaking news, everybody. Tom O'Donnell once got cut off at a Chuck E. Cheese during his kid's own birthday party.
This just in, Dan. Your dick looks like a used-up tube of toothpaste.
This just in, Tom. Your dick needs a dose of penicillin every morning, or else it'll fall off in the shower.
That may be so, Dan, but...
Excuse me.
Shut the f*** up. I'm trying to do the news.
Do you know where I can find a bus stop around here?
Yeah, there's one right down the road next to that preschool. Get out of here.
Thank you.
God damn it, now where was I?
I think you were about to say something about my dick again.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you. That may be so, Dan, but at least my dick isn't causing me to go bankrupt from monthly alimony payments. Back to you.
Word up. I think we'll get to probably all of these.
Thank you.
It's funny. I like it. It's when did this come out? I've never heard of this. 3 years ago. Okay. I'm out of it. I'm out of the loop. Yeah, it's funny. It's good stuff. Are they still doing these?
For joining us at 13 o'clock news, I'm Tom O'Donnell. This just in, we have a man threatening to jump off the Maple Street Bridge in downtown McMaterbury. We have Dan Peterson at the scene. Dan, what do you have for us?
Well, Tom, it looks like this man is trying to end his life by leaping 200
I like how they switched positions.
feet to his death.
That sounds awful, Dan. What would make a man so desperate?
I don't know, Tom. Let me ask him. Hey, psychopath, why are you trying to catapult yourself off a bridge? I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you better make him talk about it, Dan. This is the best story we've had since that homeless guy took a shit in that Burger King drive-thru.
Hey, psychopath, I'm the goddamn news. You have to talk to me. Well, Tom, you might as well go to commercial. I don't think this guy's gonna jump. You're ruining our ratings, you selfish asshole.
You keep at him, Dan. And now, a word from our sponsors. This possible public suicide is brought to you by Angel Soft Toilet Paper. Toilet paper so soft, it's like wiping your ass with a baby. And welcome back to the news. Dan, have you found the reason why this
Kind of is, though. Not that I would know.
man is threatening to jump yet?
No, he's not talking to us, Tom, so I guess we gotta make our own conclusions. Personally, I think it's because he's ugly. Hey, stupid fuck, is it because you're ugly?
Careful, Dan. Nobody wants to be called ugly from a man who's never learned how to satisfy a woman.
Oh, so we're gonna do this shit again, huh? Okay, Tom. Well, sure, you can satisfy women, but you always have to pay them first, don't you?
Well, I sure didn't have to pay
Sorry, my
your ex-wife, Dan. Hell, she was so satisfied, she asked for my
Dude,
autograph afterwards.
I need new headphones. That's upsetting. Let's go back.
have to pay him first, don't you? Well, I sure didn't have to pay your ex-wife, Dan. Hell, she was so satisfied, she asked for my autograph afterwards.
That's funny, Tom. I thought the only thing you signed your name on was a personal check to a rehab clinic.
I know you're not talking about money, Dan. Hell, with all your back child support, I'm surprised you yourself haven't hurled yourself 200 feet off a bridge.
No worries, Tom. I hurl myself 200 feet every time I roll off that fat you call a mother.
I find that hard to believe, Dan, since your ex-wife told me you haven't had an erection since 1996.
My dick may be soft, Tom, but at least every hooker in downtown McMaterbury hasn't seen it.
Well, of course they haven't seen it, Dan. Why the would a hooker have a microscope?
This just in, Tom.
That's a
The
good point.
results of your latest STD test came in, and it looks like your dick is now more toxic than Chernobyl.
Well, Dan, if my dick was radioactive, your ex-wife would be a goddamn Ninja Turtle at this point. Excuse me.
Shut the up. I'm trying to do the news.
But I'm not gonna jump off the bridge now. You guys' lives are so fucked up, mine actually seems worth living. Well, there goes our news story, Dan. Just another disappointment thanks to your flaccid dick. We'll be back after these messages.
These are good. We're going to do one more. We'll do one more and then...
Thank you for joining us at 13 o'clock news. I'm Tom O'Donnell. This
Hi,
just
Tom.
in, we have Dan Peterson at the local zoo where a baby giraffe is about to be born. Dan, what do you have for us?
Well, Tom, since there's no real news happening right now, I
Yeah.
gotta be at this smelly zoo waiting for a fucking giraffe to be born.
How exciting, Dan. We asked our viewers to vote on a name for the baby giraffe. 6% want to name him Jeffrey, and 94% want to name him Who the Gives a Fuck.
Well, Dan, all I can say is this giraffe better be in a fucking Lion King movie because I'm freezing my ass off out here.
No need to talk shit about the giraffe, Dan. Maybe if you were
Yeah,
a better
you-
reporter, you wouldn't have to be there.
Well, that's easy for you to say, Tom, since you just sit at a desk and lick our boss's asshole all day long.
Now, there's nothing wrong with being a good ass licker, Dan. Your ex-wife sure seemed to enjoy it.
Well, I'd rather lick the asshole of one of these zoo animals than my ex-wife, Tom.
Huh, that's funny. I didn't know there was a difference, Dan.
Well, with all the barbiturates and whiskey you consume on a daily basis, I don't doubt it, Tom.
Don't take it out on me, Dan. It's not my fault you're drowning in back child support.
Well, my child support won't last forever, Tom. Unlike that herpes you got on your upper
Yeah.
lip.
Don't talk shit about my herpes, Dan. It was a gift from your mother.
But my mother's dead, Tom.
Is that so, Dan? I was wondering why she was more quiet than usual. Excuse me.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do the news.
But the, baby giraffe is born now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Congratulations, Dan. It's pretty ironic you made it to the birth of a giraffe, but not to either births of your two children.
Yeah, about as ironic as you getting a DUI coming home from that AA meeting, Tom. Back to you.
All right. I like it. It's good. We'll save the other ones. Maybe we'll watch them some other time. But yeah, it's, wow, 5 years ago. Jeebus. Yeah, those are good jokes. I like them. I've heard most of those jokes before, though. But yeah, it's funny. I like it. There you go. Thank you to Irish Lover for that. Those videos. Yeah, but thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe down below. Makes me feel real good inside and helps out the channel. And if you've got any requests like this one, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll get to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Bye.